Good morning. Here we are back in a car.
Nice.
We're pretty sure it's actually the same rental car that we had when we went to Belgium. So that's fun, except someone smoked in here since then and it smells terrible. So anyways, we have a few updates for you. As you may know now, we are moving back to Bristol at the end of the month, so we're very excited about that. And we're just doing some housekeeping things now to prepare. Visas submitted. Today, we are going to our biometric appointment where they take your fingerprints and ask you some questions, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I don't even remember what we did.
I know. I remember the fingerprints because one of my fingers wasn't taking and the lady was yelling at me.
It was too sweaty.
Or something, I don't know. But yeah, for some reason we didn't have to do that coming into the Netherlands, but the UK requires it, so we have to do it again, as if my fingerprints have changed. I don't know. And what else? Oh, we also have a house to rent, which is very good because it happened much quicker than it has before, and that alone takes a lot of the stress off of these moves.
And we don't have to pay for a month not living there, which is also nice.
Right, we have no overlapping rent due, which is super helpful. They do require a hefty deposit, I feel like, more than other places, but hopefully we can get ours back here and that will help. But anyways, so we're doing some planning and all of that, but at some point in this video I'll also show you how I've been kind of keeping us organized and making sure we're getting everything done that we need to get done before we leave. So that's all for now. We will talk to you later. It's cute in here, huh? Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. We're a few days since you've last seen us when we went to go get our visas, which, update on that, Murphy got his. I'm still waiting on mine for some reason, but hopefully it gets here by the time we need to leave, which is coming up quick. But I wanted to just check in because I'm making a little Valentine's meal for us, which we'll show you. But Murphy brought home for me this nice cookbook, Joshua Wiseman, which, okay, I just have to talk about, I don't know what it is about the TK Maxx in the Netherlands. They have just some of the best stuff that, I would never find in a TJ Maxx at home. This, I feel like I would never find at a TJ Maxx. And then also, some of the skincare products that I found, insane. The brands, you just, last time, Peter Thomas Roth, those eye patches, I feel like you would never see those. And recently I got the brand Pai, P-A-I. I got a face mask from them for, a quarter of the price of what it usually is. And something else, but I can't remember. Murphy came home. This is funny because we have the same mind sometimes. I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get him something that he can have tonight. So I was thinking a bourbon because he likes bourbon. And then I was like, maybe I'll just make it a cocktail that he can make. So I got ingredients for a Manhattan, which is bourbon and sweet vermouth. We already have bitters. And then he comes home and I'm like, I got you a gift. He's like, me too. But he, he always does, peers into the bag first. I'm like, don't look. And he's like, oh, we got the same thing. He bought me my favorite cocktail, gin and also also vermouth, but he bought the wrong vermouth. So now we have two sweet vermouths that we need to get through.
On the same day.
On the same day. We literally both had the same idea. But anyways, I'm having wine tonight with our dinner and we'll go get the correct vermouth tomorrow. So that's a little update for you. Here's our chicken done. We'll plate up soon enough, but it's a caramelized onion goat cheese mixture stuffed into chicken breasts. And I'm cooking some green beans with prosciutto around And then I have a salad to make as well. So we'll show you our plated dinner soon. And we've been watching the new Love is Blind, which came out today. I love that they put it out on Valentine's Day. Makes so much sense. And this one's in Minneapolis, so it's close to home. Closer for me than Murphy. We'll check back in when our food's ready. All right, we've got the finished product here. Looks delish. Happy Valentine's Day.
Cheers.
Love ya.
Love you too.
Welcome to the office, everybody. I am just popping on because I wanted to show you guys how I am staying organized and maintaining my sanity during this move. Fortunately, we've made a big move like this before, so that takes some of the stress off. But if you know me, I am one, fairly type A, and two, quite an anxious person, more so in my mind than physically, but I certainly physically get anxious as well. But I'm the type of person that as soon as my head hits the pillow, like every single thought that decided to not announce itself in my head during the day happens at night. So I've actually been struggling a lot with sleep this past week. And I'm not even like consciously like stressed about any one thing, except as of 2 days ago, we learned that my passport and my visa stuff, Murphy can see it in the screen that like it's all been processed and it's like ready. And so the next point of action should have been to mail it because we paid for it to get mailed. And we're pretty sure that they forgot to mail it. And this office, it's like the UK Customs or something in Amsterdam. They don't have a public facing number or like any contact information, so we can't like get a hold of them to be like, can you mail it? Like, so we're trying to like figure that out because we're in crunch time now and I don't have my passport with my visa in it, let alone my passport in general. Can't even get on the channel to go there. So I am a little bit stressed about that. Anyways, I wanted to tell you about how I'm staying somewhat organized. And that is through a Google Sheet that is used by both Murphy and I so that we're on the same page and we know who's kind of responsible for things and what's been getting done. And to just in general, like, not forget. I'm always afraid that I'm going to forget something or do something wrong. So this keeps it in one spot so I don't have to constantly keep it in the back of my brain. So I wanted to show you this spreadsheet because it could be useful no matter what move you do, no matter where, or just in general for life organization skills. I don't know, but I'll show you what I do. Okay, so here is our spreadsheet. We have a couple different tabs based on different things. So this first one is essentially our Netherlands to-do list. This is just going to help us tie up any loose ends or things that we need to do required to get into the country, like getting Monty in. Each has their own checkbox so we know what's done and what needs to be done. Some notes, if there's any specifics that we need to cover, like who's covering what, or like tickets for the channel or flights and all of that. And then lastly, some links if we need any links to certain websites to finish something up. Then we're moving on to our second tab. This is the Bristol to-do list. Not a whole lot here, but this will just help keep us organized so that we can set up bills, get our phone, internet, all of that, and then just some random info with links as well. The third one is our reimbursement sheet. So we're fortunate enough to have Murphy's work reimburse us for some things for the move. So this just helps us track what we're spending that will get reimbursed, and then we'll put in links to a folder with receipts as well. This final one is a huge time saver so that when we move, once we're there, we don't have to spend a ton of time researching different furniture or things that we want or need for the new place. So I set up a bunch of links of things we like And then all we have to do once we're there is measure and just kind of feel out the vibe, and then go back in here, look at what we like, and buy whatever fits the space the best. So that makes everything a lot easier. And that wraps up the spreadsheet. So that is the spreadsheet. Nothing super special, but it just kind of keeps us feeling not out of control, and yeah, making sure we have all of our loose ends tied up before we leave, or at a minimum we know what to do in order to close out, essentially. And it's nice to also have just kind of like a roster of things we know we need to do once we arrive in Bristol. Additionally, Murphy and I do have a shared Pinterest board that we are kind of putting together like the vibes that we want our home to feel like. So that's been kind of fun and nice, and not as like work heavy. That one's kind of like the fun side of it. So I am very excited to like get things and put it together and all of that. So we'll just have to stay tuned on the visa thing. I don't know. I check with Murphy when he gets home about that. I might be making a trip to Amsterdam this week or next. Or who knows, maybe I'm stuck in Den Bosch for, who knows, I don't know. But that is all on my spreadsheet. Hopefully that helps somebody. I don't know, but I will talk to you later. All right, I am going to end this vlog with a little update, check-in. I hope that the wind isn't picking up too much, or at least hopefully you can hear me, but let's start with the good news. First of all, it's Saturday. We're moving next week. And the good news is that I got my passport. Thank God. We were actually pretty worried there for a moment that it wasn't going to come in time, because my visa's in there. And obviously I can't enter without my passport. So that crisis is averted. So very grateful about that. Today I have quite literally been rotting on the couch and in bed, and I finally was like, I need to like go outside, and I will say it is refreshing, the fresh air. So I've been like really like stressed and just like really anticipating this move, and it's just, to be honest, like taken a toll on my body, I think, which is really annoying because I don't actually feel like particularly stressed about anything. Like I know everything is gonna go just fine. I think it's just me anticipating all the things that I have to do that have to be left until kind of the last moment. But yeah, I just had like kind of a shitty feeling week, if I'm honest. And last night and today I had kind of a funny stomach, and I haven't been sleeping very well, which isn't really that new for me, but it's been much more noticeable this week and taking a toll on my energy. But I'm hoping that, you know, in the next couple days I come back alive, because I got shit to do, you know? I just feel like sometimes I'm really good at like under stress situations, like in the moment, and then like it just comes at me hard for like a day or two later, and I feel like that's what's happening here. So yeah, I'm just taking Monty for a walk to kind of like clear my head and feel like I did something other than just lay around all day. But anyways, I apologize, this vlog has been kind of chatty and a little bit all over the place, but it's been kind of a lot of back end closing up shop things. And the next video though will have much more, you know, moving, packing, more exciting things. So yeah, anyways, I just wanted to give a little update and sign off appropriately before I love you and leave you. So we'll see you in the next vlog when big things start happening.
Till then.